And is this thing on? I do believe it is, and we are live. And my goodness, it feels great to be back talking about everything that's been unfolding in the simulation in the great year of 2026 so far. And with that being said, we are back. This is Pull Up a Chair episode 114, here to talk some movies, music, pro wrestling, some sports, and God knows what else. So with that being said, let's dive first into the simulation, shall we? But first off, I want to tell y'all where I've been. First off, sorry for the hiatus. I am sorry for the long absence. I know that it's been a while since I've been back. Big cheers, big pros. But I'm going to be back every weekend moving forward from this point on, and I'm looking really forward to it, especially this episode being back. A lot of shit to unpack over these past months, a lot of shit to catch up on what y'all have been doing, what I've been doing. As some of you might know, some of you may not, I am not only two phone tuker now, but I am two home tuker. We still got the Sleepless Ark, the Fortress of Solitude, but then we also got Del Casa de Tuker, about 15 minutos away from where we are at now live. And been enjoying the new crib, nice little condo. Got my own little vibe going over there as well. But it's always magical to be back all aboard in the Sleepless Ark and back tapped in with y'all. Let's see here. Take it from the top. Went to a TNA wrestling show, a little wrestling action at the Wolfstein Center back in March for a TNA pay-per-view. Had a lot of fun with that. Great card. Had a lot of fun for celebrating Jonathan Daly's birthday. Had a blast doing that. Flash forward, then we went to Kid Cudi last week. Got to see Big Boy open up as well. Same thing with Chip the Ripper. Thought that was an incredible show. Overall, I thought Cudi had a great set. A couple of joints that he left off that I wish he would have had on, like Up, and Away and Intergalactic. A couple, obviously, that were just kind of wishful thinkings, like I want to say Dat Nunu, but unfortunately, he didn't do that one either. But overall, though, I really did like Kid Cudi's stuff. Thought overall I did a really good job. Great performance, great visuals as well. Thought Big Boy smoked the opening set. I mean, as far as the Outcast joints that he did, I almost feel like the crowd reacted more to Sorry Miss Jackson and Roses and a lot of those joints, more so than even a lot of Cudi stuff. Obviously, besides Pursuit of Happiness, which obviously went nuclear there. But no, great time as always. Blossom, great venue. Just sucks getting in there because, well, let's see, we had a 40-minute drive there, no problem. And then we had about like a 55-minute to an hour wait just trying to make it like 2 miles into that bitch. So they got to do something to help with the traffic around that venue, especially when you got a sold-out show like that. Then last night we were outside again, back in the land. We saw Vinny from Jersey Shore. He opened up. He had a great opening act as well that I thought did great. I believe his name was Mike Biggs. And then Vinny came out there, and I did not think he was going to be as funny as he was, but truly he killed it. We were like second, third row, had a great little spot. Then afterwards had some post comedy show drinks as well. Popped outside to the honky tonk in the corner alley. Had a blessed and wonderful time. And then that leads us to here. But overall, it's been a blessed and wonderful year, and I hope it's been a great one for y'all too. But let's see, where do we kick this thing off at? Well, first off, my Cavaliers are in the playoffs. Cleveland Cavs, let them know, baby. They play. Actually, just think they just had tip off about a minute ago. At least that's when they said the game was starting. They got game 3. We're back in the land. We're down 2-0 to the uncursed New York Knickhausen's. And then, of course, we got the cursed Cavhausen's, which we got kind of a double curse thing going on there. For those that don't know, Danhausen not only uncursed the Knicks 8 games ago, and they've been 8-0 ever since, but he now cursed the Cleveland Cavaliers thanks to the fucking Miz. We're past 7 seconds. I can say fucking and spelled with a PH anyways. But we're working against not only the curse, but we're working against a red-hot Knicks team. Somehow we made it past the Detroit Pistons. I'm sorry, Doomer. You know it's all love from the land of the Motor City when it comes to us. But unfortunately, I do think that the Cavs are kind of shitting their pants on live television right now these past couple of games. We were up 22 points in game 1 with like 7 minutes left and some change, and they ended up coming back and beating us in overtime, 111 to 103 or 4, whatever it was. And we had 2 timeouts with 7 minutes left. Brunson's cooking, just chucking shit up. Bucket after bucket's going in. Excuse him, Wall. And yet, still no timeout for some reason. And then Harden's over here looking like a fucking idiot, trying to play any kind of defense. If that's he's trying, he might be trying to play defense, but he's definitely not playing defense. And I can tell that they keep doing the pick and roll to make sure that Harden ends up on Brunson. And next thing you know, Harden and the Cavs boots go into the fucking boiling pot and get boiled up. So, I mean, unless something changes with game 3, which, as always, let them know, baby. We're rooting for the Cavs. We're all in. But as far as my faith in them right now, I don't have much. Based on what I've seen in game 1 and 2, and just based on really what I've seen this entire playoff stretch, you got a well-rested Knicks for the most part, too. Obviously, I think they had like 8 days off, 9, whatever it was. And we were playing all those games, and half of them we were playing half-assed at best. And unfortunately, that's been our performance, it seems like, through these first 2 games. But hopefully in the land, we can overturn it and get something shaken. But then moving forward from that, I'm not going to recap the Super Bowl that happened earlier this year. I kind of did the Men in Black thing. So as far as the Super Bowl this year, it will not be acknowledged. It never happened in my book, and couldn't tell you. So with that being said, though, I'm looking forward to the new Browns season coming up and the Niners season. Really liked what the Browns did in the draft. Unfortunately, can't say the same about my Niners. Like a little bit about what we did, but as always, fear the faithful. Dog check, baby. You know we're all in on our Cleveland Browns. But hopefully y'all have been having a blessed, wonderful year as well. I wish your sports teams the best, unless you happen to like that team of fake birds from that place in Washington that I don't really like to acknowledge. It starts with an S and ends with an E and has 2 T's in the middle, or 1 T and 2 L's maybe. I don't know. I can't even spell it, nor do I want to think about it. It makes me sick. And we got a lot of new music that's been coming out this year, a lot of new movies as well, but I feel like first we got to dive in and talk about the music, starting with most recently last week, not 1, not 2, but 3 hard drives on the table from the Iceman himself, with not only Iceman, but Habibati, and we got Maid of Honor. And if you jumble them around, they all start with the first letter. It spells out him. Shout out Drake. Shout out Mr. Drizzy. Shout out the Sixth God. We appreciate you for coming back, giving us some great songs for the summer as well. I don't even know where to start with that. Iceman, already my front runner as of now, with everything that's came out for my album of the year. You guys knew I was going to nerd out about it, but come on now. The Iceman is here. I watched Iceman episode 4. I wasn't even sure what to expect. I had no idea, like all of us didn't. And wow, was that one of the best perfected, well-crafted rollouts that I've seen in quite some time. I mean, obviously, Clips had a great one last year as well. Same thing with Cardi. Nothing to them. But this rollout, man, to me just felt like something just, again, unique, just very different, very on a brand for Drake, which I actually am kind of surprised that he put all in on that rollout, because normally he doesn't take that approach. But I think given the circumstances, it was necessary that he did take that approach. And I think it was overly executed and over-delivered in just the perfect way. I got no complaints. I thought all the visuals were insane. My favorite personally was Make Them Know. Him walking with the gas can and burning down the click farm. I thought that was awesome. Whisper My Name video, him doing Too Hard for the Radio in the CN Tower. I got nothing but amazing things to say about the album. All 3 of them, too. I mean, Habibati with 5 Guys, classic. Gen Z, Prioritizing, Fort Worth with PMD. I thought that joint was insane. Probably a leftover from some Sexy Songs for You, but I ain't complaining. Again, Iceman out of the park, Maid of Honor, grand slam, home run. I think Princess is incredible. Goose and the Juice, Stuck, Q&A, that last 4 run right there. I know I did it in reverse, but then you got the intro with Ho Phase, you got Road Trips, you got Cheetah Print with Sexy Red sampling the Cha-Cha Slide. I mean, come on now. And you got her on Her Not There. Shout out Sexy. Shout out all the features. I think Low Shimmy killed it. Never heard of Molly Santana before. Molly Santana's blowing up out of here, doing incredible, putting up crazy numbers already. So shout out Molly Santana. Got hip to her. Happy to see Future and Drake back. Oh my goodness. It was like a beam of sunlight through a cloud that just wouldn't go away, just the darkest cloud, and it was a beam of sunlight that came through, and it landed on Hendrix and the Iceman, and it just felt like a breath of fresh air seeing those 2 back together. Somehow Future managed to pull off being on Like That with Kendrick. Then he managed to be on the Fall Off with the Running Train joint with Cole, and then now he rekindled and he's back on with 3 a.m. in Atlanta with Drake and Molly Santana. But I thought that was absolutely incredible seeing them back. Drake, I guess, like I said, front runner for album of the year for me. J. Fold and Pinocchio, I'm sorry. Hey, ASAP Rocky, I love you, but where's she at? Where's she at? She didn't even post a single, dog. Likely she posted the tour tickets a couple nights ago, though. I wonder why. But no, I got nothing but love for everybody involved. I do believe, though, that this did kind of reignite the beef a little bit. I do think that there's some people that definitely got to answer. Rick Ross might want to take a vacation, though. When he got hit with the I've been Aiden Ross with streams since before even Aiden Ross had streamed. Yeah, Rick Ross, that one was brutal, dog. That was a headshot for the head top. And then DJ Khaled got wiped down with the Palestine bar. You had ASAP Rocky getting slaughtered all throughout the project. I felt like at some point he was beating an already busted open pinata. Sorry, once again, love you, Rocky. LeBron James, he caught a nice little couple of doozies. Then you got DeMar DeRozan, who got absolutely nuked, which I thought that was dope. Fucking incredible pull of a bar from Drake. Thought that was absolutely absurd how he wiped his ass down. But yeah, no, I'm all in on the Iceman, Maid of Honor, and the BBT. That's really pretty much been all I've been listening to a lot, at least as of recently. A couple other albums, though, that I will say are in the rotation still that I did want to shed some light on. Really love. I'm going to say two at the same time and then talk about them both separately. But Planet Frog and It's Been Awful. Big cheers and big pros to those albums as well. One, it has been a while for both of them, starting with the one that's been the longest, though, Isaiah Rashad. It's been, I think it was like 5 or 6 years. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Planet Frog's incredible. But yeah, It's Been Awful. A lot of joints on there. I love Superficial, Boy in Red, Happy Hour. I love The Baby, the way he says that. Cameras with Dominic Fike, thought he absolutely smoked that. The couple of outros, the last like 3 to 4, he had an incredible run on there too. But Planet Frog's getting a shitload of replay value for me. It's actually my favorite Bronson album since Blue Chip 7000. I mean, off the top of my head, just Triceratops as a single was incredible. Loved the visuals on that too as well. Loved the story that he told about that on Ebro. I know you shared that into the chat, good brother Doomer, but really loved his interview on there breaking down the album. Peppers, thought the visuals for that was insane too. That second single that he dropped right before. Love the joint, obviously, with, I believe it's Mandem with Mayhem Loren. Always got to love any joint that he's got with May. Shout out my dude Mayhem. You had joint at the beginning. Couple runs right there. The intro right into LeBron Hennessy, right into Olympic Vince Carter. I mean, that's just vintage Bam Bam in my book. So I really, really, really been loving that. Loved Ray Vaughn's new album as well that he came out with. A couple joints on there I've been listening to a lot. Slide and LA Night. We've been getting a lot of great music this year. A lot of artists been dropping, been loving it. I mean, obviously, I got my playlist, making sure I keep track of everything for the awards at the end of the year. But just really a lot of great music that's been coming out. Really looking forward to everything still yet to come out. We got a Vince Staples album on the horizon. Those two singles, White Flag and Black Marmalade, absolutely incredible. Visuals for both, insane, out of this world, crazy, premium gas, dare I say. A lot of premium gas right there that we just mentioned in general, to be honest. A lot of highly recommendations. Yeah, White Flag's insane. It's incredible in all caps, really. I mean, premium fucking D's with how fucking great Vince Staples is, truly. And I wish, again, that he'd be able to get a third season, but it just doesn't look like it's in the cards. But shout out Vince Staples, though. It's another album I'm looking really, really, really forward to. Still looking forward to part 2 of the Don't Be Dumb Deluxe. I know, granted, I've been singing along to all those Drake bars, but Rocky, you know what? I love you, man. Don't Be Dumb album. Hopefully, I'm still looking for somehow, some way, hopefully still be able to catch that show. But if not, though, all love to everybody attending at the Rocket for the Rocky show. But yeah, a lot of great new music that's been coming out. The A$AP Rocky album, the Stop Snitching that kicked off the year. Like I said, it's been a minute for me. A lot of great R&B too that's been coming out. I do not believe so, because I believe that this too still needs to be expanded on. If he's already expanded on it, then I'm absolutely insane for not knowing that, because I was trying to keep track of that. But like, I know he dropped the joint with like Tyler and that, but I'm pretty sure it's only like 3 or 4. But I think that's part of like the still, like, I think that was the teaser to like the deluxe. It was just like a couple of joints and then we get like the full deluxe. But then we got a lot of new movies that have came out as well that I've checked out. Since I've seen y'all, I've seen Greenland 2 at the movie theater. Greenland 2 Migration, which I thought that movie was pretty good. I saw Anaconda at the movie theater, Jack Black and Paul Rudd. I thought that was really, really good. Really love seeing them get to link together in a film. Hopefully they get to do more together too as well. Let's see. We got the Michael movie, which I haven't got to check out yet, but I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews on that puppy. Been hearing a lot of mixed reviews on that sucker. I still want to check out Devil Wears Prada 2. Big fan of those. Still want to check out this shark movie called Open Water with Aaron Eckhart that I thought looked pretty cool. Obviously, Star Wars, Mandalorian, and the Grogu just came out this weekend. Still want to check that out, too. We're getting ready for that summer movie boom, man. There's going to be a lot of movies coming out. Hard to keep up with. Haven't been able to keep up with it in years like I used to be able to, seeing 25, 30 movies in a summer. Well, because I'll just flat out say it. Shit costs too damn much now to be able to do that. And they throw it on HBO Max 2 weeks after it hits the theater. So then I can get drunk and hit some blunts and watch the movie while I'm enjoying it in my own home. So it makes it very hard to convince me to go to the theater. But I will say that new Jackass, the finale of the series, looking really forward to checking that out. Speaking of Jackass, I watched the season 1 that just came out a couple of months ago, which I loved how they did it with setting up like the house as opposed to like new contestants every week. They did it like elimination style. So I thought that was really cool. They also just did like a 48-hour 2-part episode thing where they make the contestants stay up for 48 hours straight and continue these challenges, knocking off a couple different people an episode. But really love Johnny Knoxville as the host. Think they've been knocking it out of the park and absolutely killing it with what they've done and revamped the show and kind of rebranded it. I think it's been incredible what they've done with it. Definitely some premium gas. And then on the Netflix side of things, I did watch the crash that happened in Strongsville, Ohio, the documentary about that where old girl unfortunately, RIP to those victims, but did kill those 2 young boys all over a fight that she was having with an ongoing fight that she was having with her boyfriend. 2 innocent casualties right there. And unfortunately, she got to live, but now she gets to live behind bars inside of a cell. And she was reaching out to Kim Kardashian to try to help her on her case. And Kim said, "Bitch, you are guilty as all fucking hell," and knew her that she had her dead to rights. But yeah, I watched that documentary though. I've been watching obviously a lot of the WWE stuff that's been coming out. Not talking about Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, all that. I know Saturday Night's Main Event's going on right now. Just watched new Wanda Sykes. Yeah, I got to check out the new Wanda Sykes on there. I haven't got around to seeing that yet. I did watch the roast of Kevin Hart. I thought that was pretty good. Thought everybody did a great job. Chelsea Handler looking great as always. Lizzo looking like $1 billion as always. Speaking of Lizzo, she's got a new song out with Sexy Red, a part of Scary Movie 6, coming out soon. Where they got a limited edition bong slide popcorn bucket, bong popcorn bucket that looks pretty cool. But she has dropped a new joint with Sexy Red, and she also has another new single out called Bitch about her for upcoming out. Bitch, excuse me. Shout out Lizzo though. But thought the roast was really funny. Thought that they did a great job on that. I found it to be funnier than the roast of Tom Brady only because I thought they had a better dais with the Kevin Hart one. So I'm excited to see what they continue to do with the Netflix roasts. Always great seeing Jeff Ross out there as well. And then really just I watched American Idol. Like I said, I've been in the house, been in the new crib. Del Casa de Tucker watching a lot of stuff. Let's see. Well, wrestling, talking about that. But like I said, I've been watching like the greatest hits and everything, getting ready for the greatest moment. I've been watching like LFG and all kind of shit like that. You got Saturday Night's Main Event going on right now, which I'll give a brief recap on who I think wins those. Kind of incorporate some bumps and bruises talk. To take it from the top, I got Sol Ruka beating Becky Lynch. I got Paige and Brie and still your women's tag team champions against the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. I got in the main event, I got Rhea, Charlotte, and Alexa beating Jade, B-Fab, and Michin unless some sort of turmoil happens between Rhea and Charlotte. Then I think you get the Vision versus the Street Profits for the men's tag team champions. I'm going to say and new men's tag team champions. I'm going with the Street Profits. Then you got Mr. Cerro Miro, Penta versus All Ego Ethan Page for the IC belt. And that one I'm going with Penta on. And I think you're in for a great card with Saturday Night's Main Event. You got AEW Double or Nothing coming tomorrow. Looking forward to a lot of that card as well. Obviously, they got a stat card. I'm not going to run through all that. Then we got Clash in Italy coming next week for WWE. But I'll be giving my predictions, my bold predictions, hot takes, and even potential spoilers on that at some point throughout the week. I'll be having that posted on TikTok as well. But with that being said, before I get up out of here, happy to be back in, tapped in with y'all. Hopefully get some more guests on here soon. Hopefully not only just guests as in the Sleepless Familia guests, but just some fun, different kind of outside of the ball, or outside of the box type of guests as well. So looking really forward to who I'm going to be bringing on. Pull up a chair with me and have some fun and unpack all the wild shit that's been going on in the simulation. But is there any question for El Tucretente, your ultimate sensei, before I get up out of here and get ready for some Sleepless Radio 304 fun? Rush versus Tina Turner 2-0 winners bracket showdown. I'll be representing Rush Madrino, representing Tina Turner, and looking really forward to honoring two legends as well with I forget the singer of Rush now, but obviously the late, the great Tina Turner. Anything good? Anything juicy? Light a cig before I get up out of here. Any questions about music, movies, sports question, wrestling? Doesn't have to be any of those related either. Don't ask me about my dick size, though. I'm not sharing that. And don't ask me about my social security number. Those are two things I don't answer to. As John C. Reilly says in Step Brothers, that's kind of my two no-nos. It's kind of my two don't-dos. Yeah, I hope everybody's been having a blessed, wonderful year. Hope everybody's been jamming, watching good shit. Hopefully your teams are winning. Hopefully your favorite wrestlers are winning. Shout out Danhausen. I don't have the cursing power. That's only him, nor would I curse you guys anyways. But with that being said, though, it's Mr. Keep the Love High and the Hate Low. Wake up with a smile on. Remind yourselves of three things you're grateful for. And most importante, look in that motherfucking mirror and say, I love you. Big cheers, big prost. See you soon. All aboard. Peace. Happy to be back.